Hey there, listeners. Welcome back to the Plant Planet Plate podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Dr. Ashley Tutao Kingdom. We really hope that you had a wonderful festive season, eventive, restful, all the nice things. You might be wondering, Tao, why are you speaking alone? Well, because as the year has changed into 2025, I have made a giant move in both time and space. I've moved from the Netherlands to Portland, Oregon in the United States, so that means I'm on Pacific Standard Time. And Muneezay is based in London, so that puts a bit of a space between us. But nonetheless, we are very devoted into sharing plant stories from people who love plants all around the world. Today on the podcast, we're talking about roots, the roots of this project, the roots of plants, and also the cultural roots of many different types of relationships people have. We're joined in conversation by Nhet, a Cambodian forager, content creator, eagerly making wonderful videos that she shares on her YouTube page and Facebook page to many different interested people all across Cambodia and the world. I virtually passed the microphone to Muneezay, who is currently in Agri-Tech, Cambodia, sitting in the Agri-Tech Centre with Nhet to tell you more about her story, what she does, and what she plans to do in the future.
Hello everyone and welcome to a very special episode of Plant Planet Plate all the way from Cambodia. I'm not joined by my regular co-host Tao, but what I do have is a very special guest for us. However, before we go on to the podcast, just want to say you might hear the occasional background noise of a chicken or maybe a tractor, but that's all because we are here in the Green Shoots Foundation Agri-Tech Centre, which is a farm, and so these noises are all part of the life here. So I'm going to pass it on to Nhet now, who's going to tell you a little bit more about herself.
Hello everyone, I'm Nhet. I'm an English teacher at the Access program. I live in Romanisation province in Prasat Phomale village, Postpal commune.
And so Nhet, so what's really special about you and the reason why, well, I've known you for a while because you are our neighbor, but once I discovered you on YouTube because you are making an amazing channel all about wild foods and foraged plants. And I came across it because for our project Plant Planet Plate, I'm trying to do this research, trying to find the scientific names and understanding more about Cambodian plants. And I saw that channel and I said, I think I know this girl. And it turned out to be you.
Yes.
So yes, guys, Nhet has an amazing Facebook and YouTube channel, which we will put in the description of this episode. So you can go and check it out. And it's great because she sort of goes out there and collects food and photographs it and videos it. And so I think we're going to start by really just asking her what the usual process is for her to create a video. What goes through her mind before she decides, okay, this is the one that I'm going to do? Because you post a lot and, I better remind people that, you have nearly 900 followers.
Subscribers?
Yes, subscribers, 900 subscribers. So yes, what is your process before you create a video? How do you decide what you're going to do? What is the way that you decide?
Yes, thank you for questions. The first time, I think I really like to take the vlog, to make the vlog video. And then the first time I don't make the video like full video, but just the simple video that I go somewhere and then make the video, the short video, the long video or the trip video. But after I got married, and then I feel I can cook food and then I can make food from my dad and my husband collect from the forest, and then they say, oh, you can make it and look delicious, look yummy, and then after that they encourage me to make the food video, and then also I really like it too. Yes, this is the reason.
Yes, I do think you're a complete natural at it. You're so good. I love watching your channel. So you were really just inspired to create videos. I guess we all take photos of our food and make videos of our food when we eat them. So it's quite natural that, you were making normal videos and then you realized, oh wait, I think foraged plants or plants from the forest are equally good to go on your channel.
Yeah.
So now, you're making maybe 2 or 3 videos a week, is that right?
Yeah, sure. Mostly I always make the video on Saturday or Sunday after I free from work. Yeah, and also a little bit time for me that I have 2 kids to look after, but I still can make the video because I really love it after my kids sleep. Yeah.
And so what is your process like when you create a video? For example, today is Sunday, so you might have already made a video or you might have not made one because you're sitting here and talking to me. So do you decide related to the plant that you're going to pick, or do you know that, oh, today I'm making this soup, so I know I'll go and get that and put it in the soup? What is like your process? Like what do you decide is going to be the video content?
Yes, just sometimes I really want to eat like something that put in soup. Yeah, if I know that it's time for us to collect it, yeah. Also I go because like in rainy season and in dry season we have many different types of wild fruit or wild food that we can collect and eat. Yeah, but now in dry season I know that many different type of fruit or food that I can collect and then I can eat. So I think like on Friday night or on Friday afternoon or evening, and when I have free time, I talk with my husband. This week I think we should make the video like to collect example Sadao to eat with prahok, to eat with prahok, right?
I do.
Yeah. Okay, so we think before we go. Sometimes like we want to harvest or want to fishing. Yeah, to fishing the fish and snail. Yeah, to eat. Yeah, we have the plan before we go. Yeah. But just sometimes our plan will change because of our kids.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, so I know Sadao and I know Prahok, and I think some of our listeners might not, so don't worry. What we will do is, in the description, I'll make sure that I write the names of the plants and also their scientific names, so you can definitely look them all up. And just to give another background to Khmer food, and so Prahok is a dip made using fermented fish and sometimes other products, and it's an excellent way to eat a lot of foraged plants like wild food plants, because it's basically you make an unloot plate, so it's a lot of raw food and then you enjoy it with the dip.
Okay.
And that's a very, very classic way to use some of the foraged foods. So I think I like this idea that you kind of course have to plan the video, and sometimes that plan changes, but it's really led by what you feel like eating, and also a little bit by the seasons. So like, okay, it's rainy season, so I'm going to get this, or it's dry season. So, and how do you think the availability, does it change a lot, or you think it's equal what you can get in the rainy season and what you can get in the dry season?
Yeah, because of for me, I just live here maybe about nearly 30 years old. Yeah, 30 years. So I know that just some kind of vegetables in the wild, or how we say?
Yeah, wild.
Yeah. It's the time for us to collect it. So if we go and then we cannot see or we can find it, we change the way to find something more. Yeah, not just only example we go to collect Chhreh, but after we go, someone collect it all. Yeah, so we have to come back or we have to go to find something more. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, it's definitely don't want to come empty-handed. So if you don't see the plant that you want, or it might not have really grown fully, because I think the other thing with a lot of these plants is they're at a growing stage. So sometimes you only want the young leaf, or you want the flower that has just come out.
Yeah.
And And so so I think it's good to definitely follow the seasons. And so as I was explaining to you a little bit about our project Plant Planet Play, excuse the rooster there, guys, but as I was telling you about our project, it helps to understand the relationship between people and plants and traditional ecological knowledge. And currently, right now, your YouTube page and Facebook channel is a perfect example of that. It is you sharing this knowledge that you have. And so what do you think about that if I say that to you?
Okay, for this question, I think it's very important question for the relationship between plant and people. Yeah, it's very best relationship. If we don't have plants, maybe also we cannot live. I think like that. Yeah, because all of mostly like people in the rural area, we just get all the fruits or all the food from the wild or from the plant, or like the fish, or like the plant that live in the wild, right? Yeah, and if they don't have money, also they cannot go to buy something from the market, so they just get the plant from the forest to eat or to make food, or sometimes get the fruit to eat. Yeah, so and also plants can provide us oxygen, right? Yeah, to help us to live. Yeah, see, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't have put it better. But so tell me, like, where did you learn this information? Like, how did you learn about these plants?
For me, I learned all of these plants from my parents, my neighbors, my grandparents, and my teachers too. When I learned biology, yeah, I also know some more fruits or vegetables in wild food, and we can eat or we cannot eat. Yes.
Wow, that's great. I mean, yes, a lot of this plant is passed down orally, is passed down through the generations, and that's what makes it really special. But now, sort of in this new era that we're living in, you are passing this knowledge down to all your subscribers, all your followers, and, they are growing, and at times I think you can also communicate with them. So how does that make you feel? Like, you are now part of somebody that is telling everybody else which plants to eat, including me, because I learn a lot from you.
Yeah.
So now you are not just the person learning, but you are the person sharing.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah. For me, I'm really excited to learn more and to share to everyone, to the new generation, or to the people in the rural area or in the city that who never know about the fruit or the wild food that I show in the video. Sometimes, like example, like Anor, when I post in my Facebook page, and for my fans, they comment, they say, oh, I never ate it, and in my rural area there are a lot of Anor, but they never ate, and let me try, but I feel like it will poison. Yeah. When I say no, it's so yummy, and some people say, some friends say, when they comment, they say also we can put Anor leaf in cocoa soup, and I feel it's very interesting for me and very strange. I never ate in cocoa soup, just eat with broth. Yeah. It's so yummy, but when they say like that, oh, I feel it's very strange. Yeah, and interesting. Let me try next time. Yeah.
So great. So not only are you passing on knowledge that you have learned and that you have sort of collected over time, but you're also having dialogue and creating new ways. So you are learning as you go along, which I think is the best way. And yes, that's true with wild food plants and sort of even mushrooms, because it's a tricky thing. Sometimes we think, oh, we're not so sure. How do we find out? And, this is a great way now, online channels. So not only are you sharing information with all your subscribers and followers and your fans, but you're also having this dialogue with them and learning new ways to make things or explaining to them. And sort of this is a much more of a sharing and a co-creating of knowledge. That's what we could call it. And so since you started your channel, have you become aware of more edible plants, more plants that you can go and find? And perhaps you can share their names with us in Khmer and where you find them and how you found out about them.
Yes, sure. I can learn more and I know more about wild plants like Trolum Pei and Pontalai. Yeah, I can find it in the field. Yeah, for Trolum Pei, we can climb on the tree, the big tree, and to get the leaf and the flowers of it, come and then eat it with braho. And the same Pontalai too, we can eat with braho, yes. And for one more about Camping Pui, yeah, so it's just the new, I think the new plant that in rural here, maybe some of them maybe never eat Camping Pui. They say, oh, just eat like a pig. But no, but some rural area, they know that we can eat. But some, they say, oh, we just collect it to eat, for the pig to eat, not for the people to eat, yeah.
Okay, nice. So yes, I think so. One of them for sure I know, Camping Pui, but the other two, Trolum Pei and Pontalai, are new for me. So I will have the tasks to try to find their scientific name and definitely share them with everybody in the comments, but also back with you. And what about the season for these plants? Are they available all year round, or is it a special season that you have to go?
Yes, for Pontalai, its time is for a dry season, yeah, for now. And but for Trolum Pei, yeah, for rainy season. Yeah, after rain comes for 2 or 3 times, it will start to grow, yeah.
And that's the flower.
For Pontalai, it's we can eat. It's the big tree, but have the leaf and the flower. We eat the leaf and the flower, but Pontalai we eat just the flower. Oh no, just the leaf. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So both dry season and rainy season. So where do you normally go to collect these plants? Like, where do you go for the foraging? Is it nearby? Is it near your house?
Yes, for Trolum Pei, it's near my house, also we have, but Pontalai, we can go to find it in the field. When I go to my field to harvest rice or go to fishing fish in my pond, and then I collect Pontalai, yeah, to eat with fish, yeah.
Okay.
To eat with braho and fish, yeah.
Okay, so most of the foods that you create videos for are either near your house or at your rice field. Is that correct?
Yes, mostly near my house and mostly also at the field. Yeah.
Nice. So you can, depending on which one you want to use at what time or day. So if you've not gone to the rice field, you will just look at the ones around your house. And I'm kind of excited because after this call, she's going to be taking me to check out this plant that I'm very interested to see, because a few years ago, Tao and I did a few interviews around this province, and there was one plant, Chanil Moan, that kept coming up. And, a lot of people talked about it in the interviews as a plant that they really enjoyed eating. But it's really difficult to search for it online simply because Moan is the name for chicken.
Yeah.
So every time I Google it, I just see photos of chickens.
Yes, but exactly it's not the chicken. It's just the kind of wild leaf that we can eat it with braho only, maybe, yeah. We cannot put it in soup. Oh, maybe we can or we cannot. I never tried soup, but we just eat with braho. It's the best. Yeah, it's so yummy. Yeah.
I think, yeah, that is why it's so popular and it kept coming up in our interviews. So, yeah, so right now, guys, just to give you a little visual, I'm sitting with Nhet in actually the Agri-Tech Centre classroom. And I do have the list of plant names in front of me. They're in Khmer and also in English. And we were just sort of looking through them to see which ones come up and which ones we know. And it's really great to see that Nhet features so many of them in her videos. And personally for me, it's really fun because I get to not only see the plant, but also how it's cooked and enjoyed by her whole family. So yeah, which is why one of the questions I wanted to ask you now is that you have 2 kids. They're really young. One of them is almost a baby and the other one is around 2 or 1?
3 years.
3 years. Yeah. So how do you think, do you think about them when you're doing this work around wild food plants?
Oh, yes, sure. As I told you, the first question, I love learning and sharing too. So I think that some plants maybe will destroyed by people or anyway, I don't know, but I know that after my kids grow up about 10 years or 20 years, maybe they don't know example, they don't know style. So I just tell, if you don't know style, you just go to see in my channel, like this,
So yeah, guys, Sadao is Neem, which is one of the most important plants in Cambodia, but also globally. And I hope there is Sadao in 20 years' time. But it's true, there could be certain plants that are less and less. What do you think? Do you think that's true?
Yeah, it will be less and less because of many people born and then tree will cut down.
Yeah, so Odarminche, the province that we're sitting in, is right in the northwest of Cambodia. It is quite a rural province and it is very blessed to have a huge forest, but it is also an agricultural province, which means there is a lot of forest and that is cut to make way for rice fields or cassava fields. And because it's so close to the Thai border, there are a lot of roads being built. So I think, we can all sort of agree that the forest is getting less. And so, yes, people do worry about where these plants are going to be, and the ecosystem that they need can get disturbed. So a lot of plants grow on the ground, but they need the shade from large trees, like a lot of flowers. And if you don't have the trees, you might not have those flowers. And so now the other thing that I see in your channel, because you've had a channel for 1 year, and before it was just mostly you. And now sometimes I see your family is getting involved. I see your nieces, and I feel lucky that I know a lot of your family because you guys live right in front of the Agri-Tech Centre and your sister is there. So how does that make you feel that everybody is now involved and you all go and collect either snails or you collect the plants?
Yes, I feel so proud of myself that I can involve them to support me everything. Because of I think the first time I start to do, some people around me say, "Oh, why you do that? Don't shy." Everybody never do that, but they don't know my goal. I just watch the video how to earn money by online. And then I start to make a Facebook page, try to make it by myself, I try to learn in YouTube and try to create YouTube channel by myself too, And I really try every night. Sometimes I never have enough time to sleep, but I don't feel bad because I think it is my goal. After I try, my husband see that I always try and explain him. After we success, after we get the followers for 5,000, until now we have 19,000 followers, for Facebook page. So we try to, and also we can earn money now, So they always support me. Yeah, after I explain and they show the result. Yeah.
And of course, the result is not just the followers, but it's all the yummy food that you make at the end of it. So they know that they're going to get something.
Yeah.
And if there are more people going, there's more people collecting more things.
Yes, yeah, sure. Yeah, because it's just our free time. And if we don't do this, I feel, I don't know what to do to make me happy, because I work for full weeks, for full days from Monday to Friday, so I feel really not good, feel stressed. So when I go out to collect the fruit or the wild food to eat, I feel fresh. Yeah.
So one thing is for sure, and once again I'm sitting here missing my co-host Tao, is we all share an equal love for plants. And when I work for Green Shoots, there are many things that I'm doing, but for some reason this project and working on plants and understanding them is always making me happy. Sabai.
Sabai, yeah, sure.
So I think what I want to do is like a little bit of like final thoughts. Maybe you could tell us a little bit what is your favorite wild plant that you collect?
In rainy season or in dry season, both? Okay, yeah, for this dry season, I really love the first is to dig the potato, or we call potato, right?
Yeah, sweet potato.
Yeah, so wild potato is very yummy for me. Yeah, I really love, especially we call them dong pong. Yeah, it's so yummy, and dum long chrup. Yeah, in our rural we have only that, but I used to watch the video in other province like Prairie province. We have dum long chrup, is so deep. Yeah, so in my country, I never see. Yeah, no, it's not my country.
My
province, yes. Okay, and for the leaf in dry season, I love Sadao and Chhreh. Yeah, and but rainy season, I really love Pakwan and Kamping Pui. Yeah, it's so yummy. And one more we can call in my name we say Complau and chuk, mum chuk. No, we can say mum chuk.
What's called?
Oh, you don't know it? We don't say mum chuk, we say chuk.
So while she's thinking of the plant, I will tell you guys that Complau is water hyacinth, and it's a flower that is really great in a dip. And yes, rainy season is great because there's a lot of flowers that come out, and every time it rains there are more, so the bounty is more. And she's still thinking of the name, so I'll tell you guys another experience that I recently had. So I recently went to the Monk Protected Forest. So there's 18,000 hectares of forest in Odarminche, and usually I've always been in the rainy season, which is great because you look on the ground and there's mushrooms, there's flowers, there's sort of different types of flowers. Like, is she thinking of maybe, I'm not sure, but proswa is during the rainy season. And so I felt like when in the rainy season, I'm mostly looking on the ground. I was not aware of all the big trees around me. But when you go in the dry season, it's a lot of the leaf and sometimes the fruit on the trees. So you're sort of taking in the space a little bit more. And it's just a different experience of the same space. And I guess, that's one way that we connect with the land. And I think she's remembered the name because she's nodding. So I'm going to pass her on the mic so she can tell us about her final wild food plant in the rainy season that she loves.
Yeah. We call krao chu. Yeah, it's so yummy to fry and to make the soup. Yeah, it's so yummy, yes. And for mushroom, I really love mushroom, especially sat pot. Yeah, sat kangao. Yeah, I really enjoy how I should collect it. I just wake up only maybe at 3 a.m. to drive motorbike about 10 kilometers to collect it. Yeah, because I really love it. I like to eat, but I really love to collect it. How do I say? To collect. I love collect more than
Eating.
Yeah.
Oh, she likes the act of picking and collecting more than the act of eating. That's a hard one to understand because I think I love doing both. But for me, one of the favorite things is when you walk and you can see all the things that you can eat, and it makes you feel like, wow, I don't really need to go to the shop. There is so much food around me. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, sure. I really feel the same you. Yeah. Sometimes we feel when we see everything that we can eat, or we can feel very strange, like some trees or some plant that we never see. We feel, oh, what is that? And just sometimes ask to my husband, and he says he doesn't know too, but it's very interesting. I will show you the picture.
Yeah, that's true, and I think it's great that you both have a shared interest, and of course, he is the star of your videos because he enjoys the food a lot with you, and so I think thank you so much for sharing your foods and your practice of collecting and preparing and making the videos. You're doing a great job, and I hope we get more followers and fans for you. And so thank you so much. And is there anything else you would like to tell our listeners about Cambodian food?
For Cambodian food, I talk about the rural area, like my rural area here. Yes, mostly we collect the wild fruit or the wild food or the wild leaf, the wild plant to eat. We have no enough money to buy something from the market, or just sometimes we just eat it and we feel that it's yummy and it's healthy. We can say healthy. And easy to find. We know.
And finally, it has a special taste. It tastes different, and it tastes more full and bright and sort of filling. So I think that's all, and we hope to have sort of any comments. People can leave a question and I will pass it on to you. But thank you so much for listening, and even though it is 4:00 in the afternoon, I think I've become a little hungry after speaking with you. So we're going to go and see this plant, Chenil Moon. She might be able to show it to me. But yes, thank you all for listening and joining us all the way from Cambodia. Akun Charan.
Akun Charan, Chumrip Lia.
Chumrip Lia. See you later.